Now, let's go to this next story. Elon Musk has created his own city in America. This is crazy. Cameron County, Texas voters overwhelmingly approved the incorporation of a new town for SpaceX employees, officially called Starbase. You might have missed this. Google has a news feed, and I always see stories that I don't see on my YouTube or social media or any of the news channels that I watch. And this one almost like slipped past me, but it's something that I think needs to be in the headlines a little bit more. Elon Musk has officially incorporated his own city for SpaceX. Now, don't get excited and saying, how these voters do this. 90% of the eligible voters are actually SpaceX employees. So this seems like a plant situation. Like, hey, I'm gonna have my headquarters here, and I'm going to build up some places so my workers can come here. And now I'm going to file a resolution so this can be a town, and the voters are going to approve because they're my workers. This is crazy. So the Starbase is the name of the city, and it is home to 300 adults and 120 children. Percent of the voters in that city are SpaceX employees or their family members. So this is a city in the Rio Grande near Boca Chica in southeastern Texas. And Boca Chica itself has a population of 500. So out of that 500, 300 of the adults work at SpaceX. So the vote was 212 to 6. They also elected a mayor. His name is Bobby, I'm guessing Payton. He's SpaceX VP of Texas Test and Launch. So this is crazy. Elon Musk got up in here and he is having his way. Was very quiet in my opinion. I didn't see this covered anywhere. Now, the name of the city is Starbase, Texas, and it is 1.5 square miles. For a little context, SpaceX first began acquiring the land in that area in 2012. And since then, they've transformed the area into a hub with company housing, different facilities. They have a road named Memes Street, and they have a statue of Elon Musk. They already own and manage roads, utilities, schooling, medical care. And in 2021, Musk actually announced that he was intending on creating a city. The petition was filed this year, though. So this has been something that's been ongoing. This is not new. It did not just happen because Trump was elected. This is something that has been in the works. So the local officials there, they have been in support of SpaceX. They feel like it has been a great development, that it's bringing a boost of economic activity, boosting the job market. They have really been in support of everything that he's been doing since he started. But when he got to talking about the town, that's when controversy began. And the issue is that, there's a lot of issues, but the main issue is that SpaceX in that area in Texas, they're wanting to increase their launches to space. Currently, they have a threshold of 5 launches. They want to increase that number to 25. And with them having status as a city and not just a company, they could actually streamline their operations, and that would give them the authority to close roads and restrict access to public places in the area when they're launching their spacecraft. This is crazy. So a judge by the name of Eddie Trevino Jr., I think that's how you pronounce it, Eddie Trevino Jr., he's arguing that beach access needs to remain with the county and not with the city of Starbase. So here's my thoughts. This is giving the Lorex. If you ever watched Dr. Seuss's The Lorex and how the corporations basically took over the entire city, drained the city for everything it had. Nobody could see the obvious and how detrimental it was. Everybody had drank the Kool-Aid. This is giving the Lorex. This feels like something out of a Netflix show, sci-fi thriller, apocalyptic, crazy, dystopian. And I feel like this really exposes the hypocrisy of the Republican Party. Governor Abbott actually congratulated Elon Musk on Twitter or X for being able to make his plans reality and have his own city. And again, this is another one that I'm going to do a deep dive on it. I got to follow up on this video. Y'all pray for me that I can do it while my children are at home. But this story really illustrates how hypocritical the GOP is, because they move the goalpost every time when it comes to who gets to build, who gets government support, and who gets to break the rules. Like, they are so hypocritical, and it really shows their racism. It shows their bias. I also think that this sets a very alarming precedent, especially when you know that Chinese corporations own over 300,000 acres of land in the U.S. Who's to say that they won't do this? That they won't say, hey, Elon Musk did it. Let us go ahead and build some housing and start acquiring land in these remote places, and let's do the same thing. Who's to say they won't do that? And food for thought, a lot of these Chinese land purchases are near military bases. Very concerned. Just the thought of that gives me anxiety. I've gone into that and why, and the spiritual reason for why. Y'all need to look at my video about Pastor Darby and how watching his sermons shook me. So anytime I see something about the Chinese and them having land or owning these companies in America, it really freaks me out. But I just want to say Elon Musk is doing exactly what he said he's going to do. And it's almost like, who's going to stop me? Now, the distraction, I would say, is that the news has been, oh, Tesla is going under, it's failing, and people are turning their back on Elon Musk and Tesla, and, folks are acting all up in arms about it. But we can't be so quick to forget how Elon Musk has been glorified before the last maybe 5, 6, 7 years. He was being glorified. Black people, white people, everybody wanted a Tesla. It was the new status symbol. Rappers making songs about Elon Musk, name dropping him. So y'all helped to create these beasts. He always rubbed me the wrong way. It take my sister, shout out to Bree at the Young Auntie Chronicles, the Yak podcast. She had me rolling with how she talked about Elon Musk. But for real, like, he's always creeped me out. So don't y'all be so quick to talk about him, because a couple years ago, y'all loved him. So let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all want to visit Starbase? Are y'all okay with this? Because a lot of people, believe it or not, in some of these comments were okay with this and they thought it was cool. Do you plan to visit Starbase? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's get on to another story. Thank you for watching this video. This was a clip from my weekly live stream called Tell Me More, available for members only over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want more content from me, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.